I saw this video uploaded by Taku, guys, titled Blizzard have struck gold. They just haven't realized it yet.
About today, it's a brand new event.
It's finally happened, everybody.
It's Blizzard's take on a battle royale.
And we're calling it
Anybody expected this?
It is wild.
Blunderstorm.
Plunderstorm.
Remember WoW's golden era?
Oh, yeah.
It's crazy to imagine that an MMO was once the world's most popular game. But as the
Those
players
trailers.
mature and new generations enter the fold, it's only inevitable for new genres to take the crown.
Yep.
Before MMOs, we had FPS. After MMOs, we had MOBAs. But it wasn't until 2017 that a new genre would enter the mainstream.
Wait, is Roblox this popular? Holy crap. Wait, Roblox, PUBG, Minecraft, this is 2017. Okay, I mean, Classic WoW hasn't released yet, so that's why WoW is not there.
Changing the gaming climate forever.
Yeah. Battle
Games
Royales.
like PUBG, Fortnite and Warzone exploded onto the scene, amassing tens of millions of downloads and dominating Twitch viewership.
I didn't start playing until Drake started playing, so you can totally blame him on this.
Named after the popular Japanese action film released in 2000, the Battle Royale genre would
Really?
only increase in popularity over time and eventually make its way into video games.
Are you trying to kill me right now?
Now it's 2024.
Wait, that
and the
happened? Wait, he went on the Ellen DeGeneres show? What the?
And the hype around BRs has more or less
That's crazy.
settled. The game mode is still massive, but seems to be sharing the crown with MOBAs and FPS.
Yeah.
So Blizzard are at least a few years late to the party when it comes to BRs. But that
Dude, Blizzard was way late with Plunderstorm. I think it's a great game mode, and it's awesome they're branching out and doing like Plunderstorm and the Mob remake stuff and those little smaller kind of vibe games, but they were like years behind on releasing this. If Plunderstorm was out like years ago, it would have been so hype. They got into MOBAs very late as well, yeah.
might not be a bad thing.
Okay. The quality is amazing in these videos. Taku is great.
The last few years have been transformative for Blizzard. Freed from their former leadership, Blizzard seems to be re-establishing their goals as a developer.
Unchained.
And entering 2024 with a new outlook at their place in gaming.
Yep.
For the longest time, WoW's absolute domination gave them an arrogance that caused them to
True.
ignore their own player base. But that seems to have changed. Here's a slide from Blizzard's presentation at the GDC
Didn't
in
feel
which
heard.
they're outlining their past failures, learning from them and adapting.
It really is letting go of old stubbornness. Your job as game director, Ian, is to safeguard this tradition. Do it well.
It does.
Taking a step back and being like, well, no, what if the tradition's wrong now? What if the tradition was right 20 years ago but needs to change today?
This is the Blizzard we've wanted to see for a really long
shit.
time.
It does feel like they kind of lost touch with it and slowly is getting back to it, hopefully, right? Imagine if they made Plunderstorm free to play and new players would get into WoW. Bro, I think it was a huge mistake not making it free to play. There would have been so many people like actually getting into it and maybe even getting into WoW as well for that. WoW is so moddable like Roblox. What if they meant Roblox sandbox way where players can make content for themselves? I mean, that's honestly what made Warcraft 3 so insanely massive. The custom games and the community driven stuff, right? But I highly doubt WoW will ever go that route. I don't think that's ever gonna happen. Like, Warcraft 3 was obviously a great RTS for what it was, but the custom games and the modding community is what, for a lot of people, made Warcraft 3 one of the greatest games ever. It's going to take a lot of time, but they're heading at least the right direction, it seems. Yeah, I agree.
Blizzard that understands that they can't do everything on their own. And that's
A
where
lot of Psycha on the mic. A lot of Psycha on the mic. I don't know what you're talking about.
Proletariat comes in.
Yeah.
Proletariat is an indie game developer known for their popular BR Spellbreak.
Spellbreak.
As you may have guessed, Spellbreak was a battle royale with a fantasy setting. Rather than using guns, Proletariat decided to approach their BR slightly differently, using magic.
That's
In
actually sick.
2022, Blizzard bought Proletariat. This news sort of went under the radar, but only now does this acquisition truly make sense.
Yeah.
Plunderstorm looks and feels a lot like Spellbreak. And since playing the game,
Pretty
I
much
can
is.
honestly say this may be the best pairing of studios in recent memory. The game is good. It's really good.
Yep.
Guys, this game mode, you don't understand how fun it is.
Sorry, he was so addicted. Hey, Seven.
Peak maximum fun ever, period, ever, period, ever, period. Absolute best time of my life.
It's Cornwood.
Gotta go to Zaryu and peekaboo. 20 eliminations in the lobby.
I love it, and I'm not going to be shy about that.
Let's fucking go! Fuckers, it's
Dude, Peo spit so long without a win, man.
Thunderstorm has the opportunity to change everything.
So good.
Streamed 15 hours yesterday, bro. And then I kept playing for another 3 hours, dude.
It's hard to stop, man. It's hard to not press Q.
Thunderstorm has an addictive kind of like vibe too, for sure. If there was some sort of a ladder and it was free to play and they expanded upon the project, it actually could do really well. It was a blast to be honest, it creates a much tighter community, yeah.
So what is Plunderstorm? Plunderstorm is a limited time event, a classless third-person battle
over now.
royale housed on the retail client. Benefiting from 20 years of WoW's engine optimization, the game feels smooth as butter.
It did.
It works very similarly to other BRs, yet once you drop in, you're not looking for guns, armor sets, grenades. You're looking for spells and abilities, and grinding levels. Remind you of anything? That's because this isn't a typical BR. It's a BR with MOBA elements. MOBAs condense the RPG progression and empowerment experience into a much smaller package that would play out over and over again in different matches.
Yep, we know
Plunderstorm
that.
seems to be doing the same thing, but within a BR. And it works. Both of these genres capitalize on that Moorish quality, and Plunderstorm is certainly no different. In a way, this game hits on so many points that WoW PvP is lacking.
True. I don't know, I think it's really difficult to get into like WoW Arena and PvP, but the Plunderstorm stuff was such a good and easy way of getting into it because it just wasn't, it wasn't too much, it was very simple and very good. Unpopular opinion, but Plunderstorm wasn't that fun. Well, fun is subjective. I think overall for my personal enjoyment, I think Plunderstorm was great. Did I end up getting very burned out on it? Yes, but that's because I also like did a bunch of tournaments and I played a little bit too much, but I think it was great. I think it was great for what it is, and it was a good introduction to what it could become and what other stuff like that could become as well. Plunderstorm is cool and all but when fresh. True, vanilla fresh.
WoW suffers from intense playability problems.
I'm still not fucking playing a game.
Oh,
I
this
want to
video.
cast spells on things.
Let's say you're new to the game and you want to compete. You either have to roll the dice, spending hours looking for partners, or spend hours in solo queue instead. You play Classic? Queues are an issue here too. And have fun waiting for 10 minutes for cooldowns between every duel.
When you see the reset, man, fuck, you know.
And then when you do...
I was just about to say Hen House, man. For the pure vanilla Andes out there, maybe some of you guys are watching... There used to be there actually still might be a server, a private server that was literally just a dueling server, and it was called Hen House. It is called Hen House, right? It's where all the sweat lords would go, or it still does go if it's still up, just to duel and do BGs. Every single duel, after every single duel, all your cooldowns will be reset, so you can just go again and again and again and again. And there will be so many people all day just dueling, doing BGs, and stuff like that. It was so good, man.
Finally get to play. Both games are incredibly imbalanced anyway.
What? Dude, Zeus just one-shots.
It's so refreshing to play a game that you can just hop on, press Q, and be in a game within a minute. And then when you are playing, the game is actually really balanced. And it's easy to balance because it's not tied to the main game, which means there's no pushing and pulling between PvE and PvP. There are some strong abilities for sure, but everything is counterable. And even though the game is a lot simpler than PvP and WoW...
Dude, like, look at this. Bro, like, dude, every time I watch, like a arena, like, UI or, like, something like that, I'm like, how can you play... How is this playable, even? It's insane. It's crazy. Even as someone that's played WoW all my life, I don't know what's going on half the time.
Complexity and nuance within that simplicity.
It's insane.
And it's not just me losing their minds over this game mode. It seems like everyone absolutely loves Plunderstorm.
Yeah, it's great.
Everyone that should be playing it anyway. You see, whilst this game itself is amazing, Plunderstorm's success is being obstructed by the same company that made it.
Okay.
Plunderstorm right now is heavily marketed towards WoW players.
Yeah, true.
Sure, it's the same IP, but MMO players aren't necessarily fans of BRs or MOBAs.
It did in a big way feel like a little bit of a ploy to get people to farm it for like, you know, transmog and for like in-game stuff, so like the WoW players would kind of have to play it and then boost the player base for Plunderstorm. I still think they should have just marketed towards like other sort of people and made it free to play and then get people into that, and then maybe they get into WoW as well, right? You didn't need all that to play PvP.
Because so many of the rewards are for WoW Classic and retail, collectors are forced to play a game that isn't made for them. If you went onto the WoW subreddit around its release, you'd see a stupid amount of posts talking about how bad Plunderstorm is. And how they can't wait to never have to play it again once they have the rewards.
Yeah, it was a FOMO. People felt like they had to do it to like get it, right?
Most videos online are about how to get plunder without having to PvP at all. And the rest of the videos have very little views. Because the people who should be playing this game literally aren't aware of its existence.
There was actually not a lot of like any like Plunderstorm YouTube video from pretty much most creators didn't really do well at all. Might just be because the interest isn't there for WoW players to watch that kind of stuff, but it was quite interesting to me to see actually.
That's because Blizzard have made the mistake of primarily marketing this game to an audience that it isn't made for. The people who enjoy WoW PvP for the most part absolutely adore this game, and players who enjoy BRs and MOBAs would enjoy this game too. But right now, it's not being marketed to them. So how does Blizzard reach them? Let's look at 4 of the most popular games out right now.
Okay.
League of Legends, Fortnite, Counter-Strike, Warzone. What do all of these games have in common? They're free. All of these games play under the free-to-play model with a cash shop, with mostly cosmetic items.
True.
And why do companies do this? Because they make more money this way.
Holy shit. Candy Crush makes more money than World of Warcraft.
For a game like this, there really does seem to be only one way to go. If you want a huge audience and you want your game to grow and be healthy, it needs to be free to play.
Honestly,
and it needs its own client. If people want to play the game, they shouldn't have to download a completely separate game to do so. Have a team dedicated to making skins and cosmetics.
This was a big miss.
And open it up to the public. Remove the barriers to entry and show everyone what an amazing game this really is.
It could have been really great. A lot better.
So right now, Plunderstorm's future is fairly uncertain. It's clear that Blizzard are having a testing period, with experiments like Season of Discovery, Plunderstorm, and WoW Remix. But it's my fear with how badly they've promoted and marketed their game that its potential won't be recognized, and it won't get the support that it needs.
I do agree that they marketed towards the complete wrong player base. Like it should not have been marketed towards like, you know, transmog farming, you know, retail players and stuff like that. It should have been like its own full-on thing. I don't know.
Because this game is so good, I really can see it being one of the biggest BRs on the market.
It could do well.
Imagine a more general Warcraft Royale game. With skins, cosmetics, rank queues, a prestige system, new maps and abilities.
Damn.
Imagine the esports potential.
That could be sick.
Millions from newer generations to the Warcraft IP. Ooh. Imagine WoW PvP is finally not being treated as an afterthought. Taking 2 decades of passion into the new generation of WoW PvP.
Could be sick.
Because I can see all of this happening. I just really hope Blizzard can too.
Nice. One of the challenges that World of Warcraft and a lot of MMOs have is having their competitive game modes be very watchable by a large audience.
Holy!
And I think this has that.
Alex, think with the good ones.
For something like Plunderstorm, we're like, okay, this is a bit crazy.
From an esports perspective, I think it's fantastic.
And it outperformed our expectations.
I'm gonna be honest, guys, I think it's good.
I would love
that. It really makes me think this could be an esport.
We're back, baby!
It just needs support.
Let's go!
The interest is there, the viewership is there.
Let's go!
It's so wicked. Dude, mainstream is like 14K views.
Oh, 3 seconds. Yeah, it's good.
That's massive.
That's okay. Alright. Plunder Island, yeah.
Guys, I just want to say thank you so much if you made it this far in the video.
Yeah, I did.
It takes me a horrendous amount of time to make these videos,
Really good
so I really
editing.
appreciate it. It's no coincidence that this video comes out after Plunderstorm is over, because I have been living in Plunderstorm. I have a problem. It's bad. I mostly just made this video because I don't really want to see Plunderstorm's potential go to waste. I think the game is fucking amazing, and I just think it would be the biggest shame ever if it didn't turn into something bigger than it is right now. And I think the way to do that, the way to make that happen, is to just talk about it a lot. So that's what I'm doing. If you want to be keeping up with me in any way, I am going to be streaming on my Twitch, which is linked below.
Taco is cool.
There's
I
so
like
much
him.
good stuff
He's
happening
in chat
right
sometimes.
now, and I'm quite enjoying making videos about it. So maybe I'll do more. I don't really know what my upload cadence will be. I basically just make videos when I have time and hope they're good. Anyway,
His
thank you
videos
again,
are amazing.
and
Really
I'll
good
see
quality.
you next time.
Alright, well that's the Blizzard of Struck Gold, they haven't realized it yet video from Taku. Honestly, I do agree with the sentiment on it. I will say, I do think they were very, very late on the hype for BR. It was literally like 5 years late. And yes, obviously it should have been free to play. I don't know why they didn't make it free to play. Everybody I spoke to, as well Snaggybucks, that like talked about Plunderstorm when it came out, it's like, oh my god, the game is amazing, it's really fun, but why the hell is it not free to play? Why are they marketing it towards, like, you know, cosmetic farmers and, like, you know, stuff like that to, like, get your cosmetics? It should have been, like, a different thing on its own client, and it could have done really well. But who knows? Maybe they'll expand upon it, you know? It's hard to see. Maybe they can release it for free. I mean, I don't know. I do think it's cool, though, that Blizzard is experimenting a little bit more, and they're trying out different things, and they're trying out different, like, avenues of games, with the Plunderstorm, with the Mob Remake, Season Discovery to a certain degree as well. You know, Mr. Moffat in the chat as well. It's just how I see it, right?